Deep beneath the ancient streets of Istanbul lies a secret that powerful forces have tried to erase from history forever. Istanbul, perhaps the most important city in the history of the world. But who truly knows what secrets lie buried beneath its ancient foundations? What mysteries remain hidden, waiting to be discovered after centuries of silence? You have all heard of Medusa, a mythological creature whose gaze could turn men to stone. Her mosaic statues can be found in the ancient Apollo temple in Didim, and deep within Istanbul's Basilica Cistern. But how much of this legend is truly just legend? And how much is something far more terrifying? The Shahmaran, a creature spoken of even today in the Çukurova region of Turkey. Half serpent, half human. According to ancient accounts, even Luqman the Hakim, the great healer mentioned in the Holy Quran, is said to have encountered the Shahmaran. She taught him every secret of medicine, every mystery of healing. And some believe that young man was none other than Luqman himself. The year is 1456, 3 years after the great conquest of Constantinople. A mysterious Italian delegation arrives at the court of Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror. They carry no weapons, no gold, no political demands. Instead, they carry a secret. A secret so dangerous that Sultan Mehmed himself refused to see them. Again and again, he turned them away. But the Italians were persistent. Finally, the Sultan assigned his Grand Vizier to meet with the delegation. And what they revealed changed everything. Beneath the Basilica Cistern, they said, lay a treasure unlike any other. Not gold, not jewels, not ancient manuscripts. Inside a specially crafted sarcophagus lay a mummified body. And that body belonged to the legendary Medusa herself. Mehmed the Conqueror listened carefully. He was a man of extraordinary intelligence, a sultan who spoke 6 languages and studied ancient civilizations. He sensed immediately that behind this offer lay a far darker agenda. The Italian delegation, it is believed, were members of a powerful and secretive occult organization. Their true goal was not to give the sarcophagus to the Sultan, but to use it for their own mysterious purposes. Centuries passed. The secret of the sarcophagus was passed down through whispers and forbidden texts, until it reached the ears of Sultan Abdulhamid II, a man unlike any other ruler of his time. A sultan so fascinated by mysteries that he personally translated the Sherlock Holmes stories from English into Ottoman Turkish and kept them in his private library. When Abdulhamid learned of the Italian delegation's claims, he could not let it rest. Abdulhamid dispatched his most elite agents, members of the legendary Yıldız intelligence, the Sultan's most trusted and secretive operatives. For months they searched the forgotten corridors and sealed chambers of the Basilica Cistern, tunnels that stretched, it is said, all the way to the Golden Horn on one side and to the Hagia Sophia on the other. And then, in a sealed chamber that had been walled off for centuries, they found it. The sarcophagus was massive. It took the strongest men of the era just to move it. When the lid was finally lifted, those present were struck with a terror they would carry to their graves. Inside lay a mummified creature, a face that resembled a human, eyes that had witnessed centuries of darkness, and a body that coiled like the most ancient of serpents. Abdulhamid immediately issued a decree. No one present was to speak of what they had seen, not to their families, not to their closest allies. The creature and its sarcophagus were brought to the surface under cover of darkness, briefly displayed in the courtyard of the Fatih Mosque, photographed, published for a single day in the Ottoman press, and then every copy of that newspaper disappeared, collected by unknown hands, erased, as if it had never existed. Some believe the creature was smuggled out of Istanbul by foreign agents, taken to a destination unknown. And when you look at the Vatican today, you begin to wonder. The Pope's audience hall is built entirely in the shape of a serpent. The serpent that winds through history, through power, through forbidden knowledge. Is it merely coincidence, or is it something much older? The empty sarcophagus was last seen near the ancient royal tombs of Istanbul, but the creature inside was never found again. Some secrets were never meant to be found.